Hello there. This is the Uncle Henry 885UH Senior Rancher from Schrade. Now, I love Schrade. I like my old Schrades best, but I particularly like a lot of the things about the Uncle Henry line. Let's open it and look at the knife. And I'm having a heck of a time getting it open. Alright. Comes in a package. Comes with the typical instructions and stuff that from Battenfield Technologies, I think it's who imports them now, with the lettering so small I can't read it. It absolutely means nothing to me. In the paper wrap. And this is a beautiful knife. Now they call this the Senior Rancher, but this is a Stockman pattern knife. That's what this is. And the thing I like about Uncle Henry, this is the typical Delrin that old timer and Uncle Henry used, but it's not the saw cut handles. It's the faux stag or whatever you want to call it, and I like this look better on a lot of knives. It's really classy looking, particularly with the brass and all of that. I like the Uncle Henry logo or shield. This is just a beautiful knife. Really good fit and finish for a knife in this price range. And this is one of the things I like about these folders. There's an art to it, even though everything is done a lot of times by machine and stuff now. But you see how those blades lay in there amongst each other? It's part of why I like it. Now, another thing I like about this knife, about Uncle Henry in general, is they have the nail pull, as opposed to like a nail nick right here. And I like it. This is called a long pull, and it's only on the main clip blade. The other two blades have nicks, but I like it because, okay, if you take this blade here, okay, well, you see where that nail nick is placed? That's hard for me to open. I have weak fingernails from age. Alright, now the other blade here is easier because it's closer to the tip here. But with the long pull, I can choose where I grab that blade to open it, and it just makes the blade easier to open, particularly if you have a little bit heavier pull, like a lot of the Schrade old timers and Uncle Henry's have. I would say this is about a 6 on the pull, or a 7. And the older I get, the more I appreciate a lighter pull. But it's got a half stop. It's got good walk and talk. Half stop on that blade. And they are just, in my opinion, the Stockman is one of the best shapes in a pocket knife. The S-curve of the handle just fits the hand really well. You've got kind of that just naturally follows my thumb and the rest of my hand. That's why this is my favorite pattern. And the steel is 7 CR17 MOV. Now, when you look at a lot of steels, particularly the Chinese ones, but even like 1095, when you look at the first number in the Chinese lexicon of steels, like take 7CR17 MOV for example, since that is what the steel is in this knife. That 7 usually means the percentage of carbon in the steel, and what you want to do is you want to get close to 1%. The closer to 1% of the carbon in the steel, the harder the blade will get. So this has typically or basically 0.7% carbon. 8CR has around 0.8, 9 has around 0.9. I mentioned 1095. Well, in carbon steels, a lot of times that first number, the 10, refers to the series of the steel. Just like in 400 series, the 4 represents the series, and then you have 20 and 40, 440, 420, that kind of deal. Well, in carbon steel, 1095, 10 is the series, and 95 is 0.95% carbon. And so this, in my opinion, is 7CR17 has always done well for me. It's a softer steel, generally between 55 and 57, so comparable according to the heat treat, or I'm sorry, the Rockwell hardness listed for case knives, to their Tru-Sharp surgical stainless, since there really isn't surgical a marketing term. But anyway, so it's going to have similar hardness, so it'll sharpen faster, and it'll hold an edge pretty well, but it won't hold it as good as the more higher carbon content steels. But it's a good working steel for a knife like this, and I love this knife. I was been hanging on to it, but I wanted to do this review because I want to sharpen it up and carry it. So thanks for watching. That is the knife. It's the Schrade Uncle Henry 885. They call it the Senior Rancher. It's a Stockman style. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.